Welcome to Stationery by Justine. On this channel, I hope to inspire you to create something beautiful. If you like what you see, please like the video and consider subscribing for future videos. I am a Spellbinders influencer, so some of the products that I show in my videos are sent to me. If you're interested in anything that I'm showing, I will have products linked in the description, and I do have some cards available on my Etsy shop. Let's get into today's video. Before getting into the Damask Daydream card kit of the month, I will just show two cards that I've been working on recently, and they're the stitched medallion die from Spellbinders. I stitched on both of them, and on one of them I used the die to make an interesting background. So just showing you what I've been up to. But moving on, I'm going to show you today 25 cards using the Damask Daydream card kit of the month from July 2021. And I just wanted to make a video about this because recently this went on sale for their warehouse sale and it was $20. So I had been sent this previously, and I already made cards with a kit, and I have a second one here now. So this is my second go around with this kit, and I did not remake any of the cards that I have already made using this kit. So that shows you how versatile the kits really are, because you can use the same kit and make completely different cards with the same materials. And I think that's really neat, and it's fun to watch videos on YouTube of others using the same things and coming out with completely different cards. It's amazing. So I did put some papers in the inside of these cards. Some of them I did not. I probably will go back in the end and add any of the leftover scraps that I have on my desk to the cards, just for fun and to add a little interest to the inside. And I did love these gems from the Damask Daydream, the gemstones, but I think I did use them. I did use them on another card that is coming out in May. On May 1st, I have a card that I used them on. So it's just fun to reuse them on different things, even if you don't use it with the cards from the card kit. But 25 cards is quite a lot, so especially since they are selling this card kit for $20. 25 cards puts it under $1 a card if you are going to either sell these or just enjoy making them and giving them to people. And you also get the enjoyment of making the cards and creating something really neat. I love using these dimensional foam squares that come in the kit, and the reason why I have two different colors there is because I have some left over from another kit that I just wanted to use up, but the brown and the yellow paper doesn't really mean anything besides that's just a different color. They're the same height, so it's all the same dimension. And these gems I pulled out because they are very blue. They're from the Feeling Hoppy card kit of the month from 2021. I think it was March. So I just thought the blue would look really nice with the blue typewriter circle. This is a pretty simple card. I thought it would be kind of like a baby girl gift, maybe, or I don't know, maybe just a birthday card. It says a precious life and a butterfly. I made two of this card, so I have the one pink butterfly that's the full butterfly, and then one that is a half butterfly that's kind of landing on the sentiment. I like these landing butterflies because they just look very peaceful. They're resting, if you will, on the little element there, so it's really neat. And I try to use all those little scraps that I can, but I do still end up with extra paper at the end, which is pretty amazing. I know 25 isn't a lot of cards compared to what I've done in the past. I know I think My highest one was 56 cards with one card kit, but that is pulling in extra cardstock for card bases and kind of getting really creative with the materials from the kit. But I typically try to stay with things that are from the kit. Sometimes I'll sway and pull in a die or something from my stash, but I like to stay with what's in the kit. But I always will use extra card bases because I usually make more than 10 cards, and 10 comes in the kit, which is a great start, but I need a little bit more. I did just want to talk about that magnet that I have on the side there that's holding my needle from my glue bottle. And for all of the liquid gluing today in my video, I'm using the Barely Art liquid glue. And for all of the tape runners that you'll see, I'm using the Easy Runner Grand, which is a very easy to use tape runner. Now I'm adding here a little bit of shimmer, and the brand of pen that I'm using here is called A Wink of Stella. It just adds a little bit of shimmer to where you want it. Mine is pretty low. I know that there are different colors. There's like a black and a gold. In this video I'm using the clear glitter. Now for this large hot air balloon, it is a chipboard sticker and it has a light adhesive on the back, but since my cards end up in giant stacks, I usually just put a little bit of liquid glue on the back of any chipboard sticker just to ensure that it is not going anywhere and it's going to stay right on that card. But many cards in this video I will not have a sentiment on, just so it's technically a blank or all occasion card, because I can turn that into a thank you, a birthday, a sympathy, a hello, thinking of you really quickly if I need to just pull out a die or a stamp and stamp on the inside, or sometimes I just want it blank, and that's fine too. So it just kind of depends on the occasion for the card. And I am using these Fiskars scissors just to trim off any of the little white tags that are left on the ephemera pieces. There usually aren't very many, but on this one I did notice a little bit, so I just trimmed them off really quickly with my scissors. And this Sparkle Every Day, I thought it would go kind of in the middle, and then all of a sudden I thought, no, it's kind of like a sunset, sunrise. A little bit abstract if you're following me here, but I see it. And I'm going to add that Wink of Stella glitter pen right on the end, or the tops of that hot air balloon. Something I do want to mention as well is that the kit comes with a lot of paper, but it also comes with a lot of sentiments, like this sentiment here that I'm going to add, that you really can use any paper and put the sentiment down and it looks really nice, and it's kind of a quick card, but it's always nice to have some extras on hand. And since that says hello in French, it's kind of classified as a hello card, and I seem to always need those. But just going back to the card kit of the month, what's in the kit would be 10 cards and 10 envelopes. And I didn't show any of the envelopes in this video, but you can imagine it's a white envelope, and all of those are A2 card sizes. So that's 5.5 by 4.25. So it's kind of a standard card size. And then it comes with 9 pieces of cardstock. A lot of the cardstock pieces I used in the backgrounds of my cards, and yes, I lost the second lady head. I could not find it, so if I find it, I will glue it on. If not, I still like the card on the left. Anyway, and it comes with a paper pad, and that paper pad has single-sided paper, which I prefer to double-sided paper because I sometimes feel like if it's a double-sided paper, I lose that back design, and I don't like to lose out or feel like I'm losing out, so I prefer that the paper is single-sided. And it came with a stamp set. I did not use any of the stamps in this video, but Not to say that I never will, it just didn't stand out to me to use on cards today. And it also came with a sticker sheet of butterflies and chipboard stickers, gemstones. There's plenty of gemstones for a lot of cards, and I used gemstones quite a bit in this video, and I still have some left over, so that is pretty neat. And it comes with some die cut shapes, foam squares, and that double-sided adhesive tape. And that double-sided adhesive tape works really well, and I do use it quite a lot. I just didn't use it for this video, just for sake of time. When filming, the Easy Run a Grand is just a little bit quicker. So on this card, I'm using the die that came in the kit, and it's a one-sided die, and then you kind of glue the edges there together. And I really liked this bird that was on this pattern paper. So that's going to kind of be framed in the frame that I made here. Just give it one more trim. And I thought about using that happy sentiment, that glitter happy sentiment right there on the side, but it didn't really work in my mind. I thought maybe, but it'll go on something else, I'm sure. And just a little bit of liquid glue will adhere that pattern paper to the back, and it will look like a little window, just like that. So now I will take some of that Barely Art adhesive, that liquid glue, and just kind of put it all over the back, just being mindful not to get it in between too many of the spots so it doesn't have any globs of glue. And then I will adhere it onto the card. I like to use my reverse tweezers for things like this, just so I can see if it's centered, and if it is, I'll just give it a smush, and that works for me. Then I will use the gemstones that came in the kit and put them on each of the flowers. And since there are 4 flowers, I wanted to have an odd number of gemstones, so I went ahead and put some gemstones scattered kind of around. If you heard my cuckoo clock, sorry. There you go. All right, 7 it was. And for this next card, I had a die that I had always kind of wanted to use, so I pulled it in. I got this die at an estate sale. I believe it, well, technically, yeah, an estate sale. So I hadn't tried it yet, and I think it's from Lawn Fawn, but I don't know for certain. Either way, I just wanted kind of a big, bold sentiment on a pretty busy background. So this fit the bill. After I've arranged my flowers in the background, I'm just going to use some purple craft tape and just stick some of the sides down. And looking at it now, I think my H is upside down, but I'm going with it. I know it's kind of like a wonky die. The N is sideways and the F is like cutting into the U, but that's how it's supposed to be, so I don't know. It's there. So then once it's all together, I just take a little bit of glue and glue the back, and this will stick it right to the card base. And then I'll flip it around, and any spots that are sticking up a little, I will just stick that little precision tip of a glue bottle in and just finish off gluing the rest of it. Sometimes you have to be kind of careful removing that purple craft tape because it might come back up, but you know, if you're gentle, it's okay. I think there are some other methods of doing that. You could use like cling wrap. I still have not tried it, but one day. And of course, I'll add some gems to my card and give it a little bling. And I did make 2 of those. Ta-da! Alright, and my next card, this one ended up being my absolute favorite. I don't know if it's just the pink and the white and the gold, but it just looked great in my mind. So I'm just going to build up my little frame with the die cut pieces. Then I will glue it right down to the card base, and I'm not worrying about putting in any pattern paper behind it because this beautiful sentiment is going to go on top, so it doesn't matter what is inside of the frame underneath it. Again, I'm using my reverse tweezers just so I can get it centered and press it down. Then using some foam dimensional squares, I will just get that ready to go right into that frame and it will pop up. I am so excited for the videos that I have coming out in May with some of the new products that are from the Spellbinders Club. So if you are interested in seeing those, come back May 1st and I will have those on my channel. Like I said, I'm really excited. I fell in love with some of the items for May and kind of went crazy and made a lot of cards, so be ready. Otherwise, if you're looking for more inspiration, I do have a Facebook group for these club members from Spellbinders, and you don't have to be a member to join. If you're interested in just seeing what they offer, you can join and be inspired by a lot of really creative people who will share their ideas, and even some people who are new share, and it's neat to see everyone's designs and processes because it's the same things that everyone's getting. Everyone's getting the same stickers, the same paper, the same ephemera, but making different cards, and it's just awesome. So if you're interested in that, I do have a link down below. And I also have a link to my Etsy shop, so if you're interested in purchasing any cards that I've made, you can go ahead and click the link there, and you might find something that you like. So this is my last card. I hope you've enjoyed my video with making 25 cards with the Damask Daydream card kit of the month. Thanks for watching. Bye.